Hey, is this working? Hey, welcome back. So, hope you're having a really good day, and I want to get caught up on everything. It's been a long week, and I really missed you guys. I missed you in the comments, and it was a really busy work week, so I decided to just put everything together and come to you before I even got settled for bed tonight. I wanted to talk to you guys about Sarah. So, Lana died. I literally had just posted a video, and Pinky said, Miss Danielle, I don't know if you've heard already, but Lana passed away. And I was like, no, like it totally stunned me because I was ready to do a deep dive on Lana, just exposing her a little bit about how she helped Sarah get her life sentence. So rest in peace to Lana. It really shocked me, and I felt so bad, like that was her legacy, here on YouTube with us, like that we got to know her through Sarah, but it wasn't too nice. It was kind of like a mean girl type of thing, and granted, granted, if my text messages with my best friend got out, I would probably be horrified too. You too. But most of us aren't texting murderers, so you could take that with a grain of salt.
I've had to lie to you guys 3 times.
I want to get into some messages because Lana was pretty much telling Sarah that her body couldn't take it, but somehow she still got the thrill of working with Sarah, like helping her, scheming and scamming. But at least before she passed away, she got a break from Sarah so that she could spend time with her family, before she passed away, because Sarah would have worked her to the bone and she might have allowed it. And apparently she was upset with her again over something so high schoolish, like she wanted her to stop talking to Tanika. Sarah wanted Lana to stop talking to Tanika's 2 cents. And I don't blame Lana for not obliging, because Tanika is really, really nice. She's really sweet. It's funny, when I was reading the text and Lana's talked about how excited she was responding to Tanika, she's like, I didn't even really read it before I responded. And I laughed to myself because I did the same thing when Tanika reached out to me. I was like so excited, and just like I did the same thing. Like I just hurried up and responded to her without even really fully looking at the email. But anyway, Tanika was probably 1000% more genuine than Sarah ever would have been to Lana. So I'm glad that she was able to foster a friendship with her.
Pronounces sentence as follows. Ms. Boone, court sentences you to life in the Department of Corrections.
Okay, so then the second thing that came to my mind was, what does Sarah think? How does she feel? Does she feel bad? She should feel horrible. Like, she should feel terrible right now for falling out with her best friend over something so small, and then poof, she's gone. Like, but we have to remember, she didn't even feel like a scintilla of sympathy for George, so we can't expect her to feel any sympathy for a friend that she met online. And Lana, her purpose had been served, in my opinion. She was just there to get us a life sentence. That's it. She was there to strictly get us a life sentence, and that's what happened. She kept Sarah in her delusion, and she let her live in this box and supported all of these crazy ideas, and it just allowed her to be so arrogant that she turned down a plea deal that would have let her be home in 8 years, that she thought CNN wanted her interview. She thought that the world was rallying for her. She thought that she was going to break the internet and go viral every letter that she wrote. She thought her hearings were going to break the internet, and none of that happened. And she's still processing that she messed up big time. So to know that Lana's out here in the free world frolicking with YouTubers had to get her skin crawling. But let's get into some messages.
Sarah, I care about you a lot. I believe in you. I cannot be your manager though. Physically, I'm disabled and in the fight for my life and limb. Intellectually, I may be smart, but I don't know a single answer to any question you ask me in this message. Your life can't be in my hands. I can't do it. It pains me to say it, but I just can't. I can be there for you as a friend to cheer you up. I'm sure this is not helping. I can tell you what people are saying online. I can tell you some rudimentary research, but I can't do the calling and the filing and the mailing or anything a manager does or is supposed to do. I have no knowledge or physical stamina or ability. For example, late last October, I was suddenly ambulanced out of dialysis. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays, by the way, to the hospital with septic shock. And my doctors were doubtful I'd last the night. I did make it by the morale of God, but I spent 9 days in recovery. That's not the only time I've gone in. Sarah, that is a possibility every single day. And for me to suddenly disappear on you to go to ICU would seriously put you in a lurch. I am being kept alive by a machine, even now. That's no small thing. Words can't express how sorry I am that I can't be what and who you want and need me to be for you and your fight. I can only be your friend on the sideline, cheering you on and showing you goodness when the world wants you to take up a pitchfork. You also asked me to be honest about my remark about a plea deal. Jay's family isn't the only issue there, and even now things may have changed in the court's consideration regarding that. I will be honest and tell you that in all my years of watching and studying true crime, I have never in my life seen where in a major charge, capital M, capital A, or capital R, a defendant has gotten exonerated while representing themselves. Every time I've seen this, there was a conviction. I worry about you representing yourself like I would worry if you had told me you were going to preterm on your own brain surgery. But as lawyer said, you are the very first told to represent yourself. He believes your case will truly tried on appeal, where you will be and must be afforded appellate counsel. But even as I type this, I think to myself that you may and could possibly be the first person to be acquitted while representing yourself. There is always a chance, and I do believe you are innocent and should be exonerated. But I worry, and I can tell by all the questions on here that I have no ability to answer that you worry too. If you are convicted, even of manslaughter, it would not be justice, but the pragmatic side of me thinks that you should go home by hook or crook, as the saying goes, and a successful plea to time served or close to it may be the fastest way. To appeal is that much more of an uphill battle. I'd be writing the judge and asking for one more lawyer, just one. Sidebar, this is right before Owens enters the picture, and even though Lana just told Sarah that she cannot be her assistant, she still dives headfirst into the case, helping her. Then Lana continues, asks for one more lawyer and make it work no matter what. Anyways, I'll write more. You will not run me off. I just may not be able to physically help as much, but you... Okay, Lana continues to blow smoke up Sarah's butt. Anyways, I'll write more. You will not run me off. I may not be able physically to help as much as I or you want me to. I will pray that God sends you a knowledgeable right hand, hopefully a lawyer or someone who has known and done battle with the courts and correctional system. I pray that your letters will move someone with a better skill set to follow the breadcrumbs. The breadcrumbs you put down and contact you because they can't sit still and watch you being railroaded. You never know, Sarah. This time last year, you didn't know me from Adam. This time next month, you may just meet your legal hammer to break your case. Okay, so that is very interesting, don't you think? Now, Lana kind of foreshadowed everything. She mentioned this right before James Owens entered the chat. Now, we know out of 8 attorneys, James is the only one who allowed Sarah to do whatever she wanted to, allegedly. We think she ran the case from the side bench. James even stated multiple times that he wanted to step in, make a plea deal, and boom, get out of there. But it didn't work out like that because his job wasn't done yet. James covered himself during the trial. He made sure the record was clear. Whenever Sarah did something, he would say, "Your Honor, I didn't ask her to do that. Your Honor, Judge, she wanted to do that." He always made these notes, and he knew that Sarah wanted to get out, in my opinion, on appeal. That her and Lana thought that she would either go home, time served, for whatever reason, or she would beat this case on appeal. So James pretty much covered himself the whole way. He let Sarah walk herself into that life sentence, even though I don't believe that he predicted that she would get life. I do believe that he was shocked at the end when he said, nope. Nope. I do believe he was shocked, but it's funny because she dismantled and rejected the plea deal that was set at James Owens's feet. Patricia had set it up for her to just basically walk in 8 years with the deal, but no, we don't want that. We're going to go for a life sentence, life without parole. No, thank you. No plea deal, life without parole. And then we have Lana in the background cheering her on. Like, this was the perfect trio to make sure that she paid for her crime. I love you forever and will never have anyone in my life like you, ever. Lana, it touches my heart and soul about your fight also. It scares me and makes me pray harder for you because of how much I do love you and care for you. I feel helpless in not being able to help you and selfish for asking you to help me. We're both in need desperately, which confuses me what I'm supposed to do to make you better. Not to stress out or make you sweat or stay up late. Tell me if I ever do. I apologize profusely if I have or if I am profusely. I really want to hug you one day. I trust you with every fiber of my being.
It's a lot longer than that. I don't know what happened.
Okay. Let me just grab something.
All right. No, I was just simply asking because you had a look on your face when she asked you if you've ever done that before. You looked kind of shocked and...
No.
Okay, but why did you say it like that? Like...
I don't think you all understand who I am. Where,
okay. Well, tell me.
I mean, I've always been a straight-A student. I am an outstanding mother to my son.
Okay.
I excel at everything. I would not do that.
You wouldn't lock somebody in a suitcase?
Well, I didn't, like, completely lock it. I mean, I opened it with one finger. I left enough in there for him to get out.
Okay.
And I wasn't planning on going upstairs and going to sleep.
Okay. No, it was just the way you said it.
You guys are scaring me.
Why?
Well, we just want you to watch this. This came from your phone. Don't you want to know what's on it?
Yes, please.
Ms. Boone, I just got a couple of inquiries of you, ma'am, before release. Are you satisfied with your attorneys so far throughout this trial?
Definitely.
And are you on board with the strategy that they've employed so far in this trial?
Definitely.
All right, thank you very much. We'll be in recess. Ms. Albert, good afternoon, ma'am. Can you hear me? This is Judge Kranick, and if you can, I would ask you to turn on your camera and unmute yourself.
And have you had an occasion since this event to establish a relationship with Sarah Boone?
No.
Yes, I have. We have been friends for the past a little over 11 months.
And how do y'all communicate?
We've communicated a lot of phone calls, lots of tablet back and forth, and a lot of letters as well. I'd say many hours of time spent with each other.
All right. And do you want to speak on her behalf here today?
I would, please.
All right. Would you please tell the court what you would like for the court to know?
Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Your Honor, for the privilege of speaking on behalf of my friend Sarah Boone. I also want to extend my heartfelt condolences to everyone here affected by this terrible tragedy, which has brought us all here and listening in. Many articles and videos and opinions of Sarah have gone out in the airways and on the webs. Opinions that have been formed and commented on so much that it's hard not to give into the temptation to treat people like a comic book or a fictional character. In the case of my friend Sarah, the words narcissist, Karen, villain, many other things, they roll off the tongue with little regard to the humanity that is dismissed so flippantly. And under a lot of circumstances, I was one of those people, as I have a love of true crime. And becoming friends with Sarah has shown me that there's a lot more depth to the people I see on the screen.
No.
I'd like to share with the world and with the court about the Sarah Boone that I know. Sarah Boone is a kind, honest, and good person. The Sarah Boone I know is one who loves animals, especially the kind who are damaged and defenseless. How many of us would take in and pour love for a hearing impaired and a sight impaired pair of dogs?
I'm going to go to court and I'm going to tell the judge, listen, my fiance has nothing to do with it. It's all my fault. We were both drinking and it got out of hand. Isolated situation, it has never happened before. I love my fiance. She's a good woman. Never been in trouble in her life. She has a 7-year-old son that she loves and cherishes.
A blind Boston Terrier.
She has 2 dogs. One is blind, one is deaf. She goes around and she's driving and sees an animal that's injured. She'll stop in the middle of the street, no matter what kind of traffic it is, just to make sure that that animal doesn't get injured any more than where it already has.
I tell you this, she fights even harder for those she loves, giving time, attention, and companionship without a single thought for her own gain or what somebody can do for her. And one huge example is in the matter of our friendship. As I said before, I have end-stage renal disease caused by a genetic illness called polycystic kidney disease. As my life has progressed, things I have taken for granted have been taken away from me. The moment Sarah had learned the depth of my struggles health-wise, she straight up offered strenuously to donate a kidney to me. After the verdict came in October,
she did say something to me to the effect that, can you believe it? I got life. And I said, no.
Well,
So somebody had to do it. I was doing it.
I can't believe they thought that was going to work. One, all of their communications, the prosecution was privy to it, so their little kidney plan had already probably been revealed behind the scenes. And on top of that, isn't Sarah claiming that she has like cancer or diabetes herself? So how is her offering an old used up alcoholic kidney supposed to help with her sentencing? I don't think her and Lana thought that one out very clearly. It may have sounded good when they were texting, but it didn't play out well in real life in the courtroom. And again, it's so clear to me now why Judge Kranick said barely 10 words at sentencing because I'm pretty sure he already knew what was going on behind closed doors. They were like allegedly texting and harassing people, playing on phones, leaving messages, all behind the scenes. Again, helping Sarah seal the deal on the life sentence. If you made it this far, thank you, and see you on the next episode. Bye.